Fabric, fabric, and more fabric. For today's video, I am going to be sharing with you the newest additions to your girl's fabric stash. So if that's something that you might be interested in, then please keep on watching. Hey Stitchers, your girl Kris here. Welcome back to my channel on social. If you have been around here for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months, you guys, then I am so thankful to have you here in my sewing space. If you are newly joining my sewing community, then welcome to my spot. I really hope that you'll like it here. Now for today's video, I have 4 new fabric additions to share with you guys. I recently went on yet another trip for medical purposes. But the upside is I was able to snag myself some new fabrics. So without further ado, let's get into my fabrics, shall we? All right, I'm going to share this one with you first because it is boring, you guys. It is a boring black piece of fabric. You guys already know that I hardly ever purchase or request solid fabrics because they're just not as fun to look at or to play with as printed fabrics are. But I had this project in mind. It is the ME 2063 by Brittany J. Jones. And I had recently been working through some fitting adjustments over on Instagram. And when it came to fabric choice, I just didn't know which one I wanted to choose. I pulled 4 different prints that I had in my stash, but I kind of felt like this pattern would probably do itself a little bit more justice in a solid fabric. I don't know what has gotten into me, you guys, but for some reason, I thought that a plain black fabric for this jumpsuit would be perfection. Now, this one has quite a bit of drape. I'm hoping you can see. And so this pattern has some wide leg trousers and it also has a grown on sleeve. So I didn't want to use something that was too stiff, but this one has some good weight to it and some good drape to it. And so I'm thinking that I might want to use this fabric for that pattern. I'm trying not to overthink the thing, you guys. That is what got me into trouble the first time around. I kept thinking about it. I wasn't sure if any of those 4 prints would work because of the style lines. And then I still wasn't sure that I was in love with the fit of the jumpsuit. And here we are, almost a month later, and I'm still thinking about it. So let us see if this fabric actually does become that jumpsuit. Whilst you're helping me think about it as well, let me show you fabric number 2. This is fabric number 2. And nobody, I mean nobody, is surprised that I went ahead and picked myself up a black and white print. I love black and white prints. I think that they have a tendency to be really, really classy. And on a side note, I am a Twilight Winter, and that means that black and white are perfect for my palette. I am a Your Color Guru ambassador, which means if you use my code on social, you can save yourself 10% off a color consultation. Now, I feel like having my colors done was one of the best investments I have made in myself. Is it pricey? Yes. Yes, it is. And I did pay for my color consultation using my own coin. I was not an ambassador then. I had not been gifted it as a free trial or anything of the sort. I dropped my own coins on it, and that was like 3 years ago. And I have not regretted it since. So if you are still looking to pick up a last minute Christmas gift for a loved one in your life, consider giving them the gift of color. You can go ahead and buy a Your Color Guru gift card, and you can also save the same 10% off on that gift card if you use my code on social. Now, back to this fabric. I loved this black and white window pane fabric, and you guys, it is a stretch fabric. I think this one was printed scuba. I'm not really a knit girly, or at least I haven't been until this year, but I feel like this year I have been pushing myself a little bit more out of my comfort zone, and I have been sewing a lot more with knits. Point to note, this top right here. This is a top for simplicity 3010. It is a mmmm pattern, and I made both the top and the skirt from that pattern. I'll go ahead and pop the envelope here on screen so you know exactly which one I'm talking about. And if you're curious to see what the skirt looks like to this top as the set, then be sure to run ahead and check out this video. I left a full review on the channel and you might want to go ahead and check that one out. So I really love this window pane in this black and white, and I feel like I want to make yet another Mimi G pattern. I think it might be 9701. I'm hoping that's the right pattern number. I can see her right now on the pattern envelope wearing that all white knit dress, and I just feel like this fabric will be perfect for it. It's not one of those flimsy knits that's going to cling to all of your girls' lumps and bumps. This one is more substantial, given that it is a scuba. I'm gonna have to go ahead and check the stretch percentage, but if it works and if I happen to have enough of this material, I did pick myself up 2 yards of this one, then I'm pretty sure that this fabric is going to become that knit pattern. Now, the third fabric that I want to share with you is also a knit fabric. I know. Who am I? Am I turning into a knit girly? Do you guys reckon? Alright, I'm enjoying pushing myself out of my comfort zone with knit fabrics, but I don't think I'll ever become a true knit girly. Woven fabrics seriously still have my heart, but let me go ahead and grab that fabric. This, my lovelies, is fabric numero 3. Isn't this one gorgeous? Look at the drape of this one. This is a... what was this? Was this also a printed scuba? But this one is much more lightweight than the window pane one that I just shared with you. But this one has sparked some controversy, you guys. Reason being is, I told the clerk in the store that I wanted 3 yards of this fabric. My receipt says I paid for 3 yards of this fabric. But would you know, your girl only has 2 yards of fabric, and this fabric was almost 50 Eastern Caribbean dollars, which means it's almost 20 US, maybe about 18 or so US dollars, and they shot me an entire yard of fabric. I am not pleased about it. Listen, if only I lived in the same country, I would be back at that store demanding my money back, because seriously, how do you mistake 3 yards for 2 yards, especially when you build me for 3 yards? I really wished I was paying more attention, but I just didn't have too much time to spare, and I had pulled the fabrics that I wanted cut, and I was still wandering around the store to see what else might have caught my eye. And by the time I got home and was getting ready to wash my fabrics, I pulled this out and I was like, no way this is 3 yards of fabric. No way. And I measured it against my cutting table, and what do you know? It is only 2 yards of fabric. So I am really pissed off about this purchase. But I really do love the colors. I love this floral print. And I just thought that this would make for a gorgeous dress, or maybe even considering making sets. I really did love this set so much that I am considering making either this pattern again or making a different set pattern. Now, truth be told, when I was making this set, I was a little bit skeptical because I don't like to have my tummy out. I feel like I have so much unwanted flesh around my midsection. I really don't like showing it off. Now, when I wear this top with the matching skirt, the skirt is high-waisted, so it does hide quite a bit more of my tummy than do these jeans. But I mean, I have one life to live, so I feel comfortable enough in it, in that it fits me. I just generally don't like having all of this tum-tum on display. So I really think I might actually consider making this set again, because as I said, the skirt is pretty high-waisted. You can just see a sliver of skin between the top and the skirt, and I feel like this will be cute as this set. And there is also another set that I have in mind. I am planning a third pattern battle with yet another soul sister, and we have chosen matching sets as the category. So far I have done pin tuck wide leg trousers with Diana. I have done button down shirts with Simone, and for the third one, I'm not going to tell you who it is with just yet. We're still ironing out the fine tweaks, especially since Christmas is right around the corner and we're probably not going to get to it for the rest of this year. Then I'm going to keep it under wraps just a little bit longer, but you can note from now that the topic is going to be matching sets, and so I might consider making my matching set with the 2, not 3 yards of this fabric. Now, one more, and the last one is a woven fabric, and spoiler alert, you guys, it is gorgeous, but don't take my word for it. Voila, fabric number 4. Look at this gorgeousness, you guys. This one is one of my favorite substrates of all time. Go ahead and guess. A rayon fabric. I love rayons, you guys. I love how soft they are, how drapey they are, how they feel on the skin. I like to sew with them. I think they make for the most amazing gathered dresses with lots of volume, and I could not resist this gorgeousness right here. This fabric is beautiful. Look at how vibrant those colors are. I'm really hoping that the lighting is not messing with just how beautiful this one is. Again, most of these colors are in my color palette, and I just had to have it. Now, I did go ahead and ask for 3 yards of this one, and it looks like it was 3 yards, but I did pre-wash all of my fabrics, and so this one has shrunk just a little bit. Now, you guys, if you do not pre-wash your fabrics, I definitely would encourage you to go ahead and do so. 1, because you don't want any rat pee all over your skin when you're trying on your fabrics from the warehouse. Not to say that there are rats running around the warehouse, but you just never know. With so much fabric put down in the stores, in the warehouses, when you're shipping them, you just don't know where your fabric has been. And so for that reason, I definitely love to pre-wash my fabrics, and I think you should as well. Secondly, some fabrics shrink, and you don't want it to be that after you have already made your fabric, your garment shrinks. Unless it is like an oversized dress or something to begin with, you don't want that you have spent all of this time fitting and sewing your dress only so that once you wash it, you can't wear it ever again because it is too small. So go ahead and wash your fabric. The third reason is they smell so good. I like to put those little scent beads in my wash when I'm washing my fabrics, and every time I handle them after I've washed them, I can just smell those lovely aromas coming off my fabric, and that is definitely just a little high point for working with my pre-washed fabrics. So again, if you're not pre-washing your fabrics, go ahead and do that. Then thank me later. But this one, you guys, I'm not quite sure yet what this one is destined to become. I didn't actually have any patterns in mind when I bought this fabric, but then again, I usually don't. But I'm going to just fold this one up and put it in my stash, and I'm going to wait until she calls me by name, and then we will see what this one eventually becomes. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that you can be kept abreast of all of my upcoming sewing videos. These 4 fabrics will eventually become garments. I can't promise you that it will be next week or next month, but sooner or later my fabrics will become garments. I just feel like fabrics sort of call to you by name when they're ready to be used. Sometimes that's right away, other times it takes a while longer, but it's just all part of my very unique process to garment sewing. Now, those were my 4 fabrics. Be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know which of my 4 fabrics was your favorite. I kind of want to say that this one is my favorite, but shh, don't tell the others. I do like the others as well. Let me know if you have any ideas for what this one should become, or any of the other fabrics that I shared with you. None of the plans are set in stone, so drop me some comments down below and let me know what you think those other 3 fabrics should become as well. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then please consider subscribing on your way out. That is all I needed to share with you guys today. So until next time, stay calm, stay cool, stay safe, and absolutely keep sewing. Peace.